why Lifetime decided to choose this clip.
I literally, like, while you guys were on lunch, I had, like, another breakdown. And I'm sorry, I'm putting all of this effort in. And I had been hit with the question, how are you going to tell your daughter about what you did? And I just want to know that she's going to love me and forgive me for what I did in my past. I just don't want that to, like, cloud her mind and her end up hating me. Because I'm not a monster. And I don't want her to grow up thinking that I'm one. You hear about families that they have deep, dark secrets and they have skeletons in their closet and their kids, like, disown them and hate them, growing up resenting them. And I just don't want that to be the case for us.
So why did Lifetime choose this clip? And why, if Gypsy had this supposed breakdown when the cameras were gone, why did she relive it while the cameras were there? Lifetime chose this clip because they're trying to humanize her. And I understand she is a human with human emotions. However, we're trying to humanize a unaliver. She committed matricide on the only person who took care of her the entire time she was alive. She goes on to later say in the show that she didn't have any responsibilities, and now all of a sudden she has this baby to take care of. Yeah, Gypsy, your mother was the direct reason that you didn't have any of those responsibilities, yet you villainize her every opportunity that you get. But in this clip, Gypsy is more worried about what her daughter is going to think about her than how Gypsy's actions are actually going to affect her child. And that is narcissistic. It also shows a fair degree of a lack of emotional maturity. Because no matter what happens, Gypsy is always focused on how she is perceived, not the actual impact of her actions. And that's not healing, that's branding. This is constant with her. And what narcissism actually looks like. It's all about controlling the narrative instead of owning the impact of what you did. Let's paint her to be a normal person who has feelings and emotions. Yes, that's fine. That doesn't take away from the severity of her actions then and her continued actions now. She has proven to us time and time again that she has not matured, she has not grown, she has not healed, because she continues to do the exact same things now that she was doing then. Growth is not about how many people are watching you. It's about who you are when nobody is watching. Who are you, Gypsy, when nobody is watching? Who are you? There's a lot of evidence to show us who Gypsy is when no one's watching. Damona, Ruby, Candy, Kitty, Baby. And let's also talk about how her follower count just suddenly went up. If you have to buy followers to feel validated, that's not influence, honey. That's insecurity with a hefty price tag. The likes don't match, the follower count, the comments are dry. It's giving manufactured redemption. Gypsy, it's actually time for you to grow up, because you do have a child that is depending on you for their care and for their upbringing, to instill good morals, good values, good ethics, good integrity, and you have none of those things. You only seem to care when it benefits you. You also only put on this good mommy act when it benefits you. And it doesn't matter what you do in your past, because your children don't know anything about that. They're watching you grow up when they're growing up. They're going to be focused on your actions while they're growing up. And if you continue to have the same actions that you have now and before you unalived your mother, you can guarantee that your daughter is not going to want to have anything to do with you because you're not a good person. And most children don't want to spend time with their parents when they see that they're not good people, that they're toxic and that they're damaging and that they hurt others around them because they just enjoy seeing people get hurt, which is something that you constantly do. How many times have you hurt Ryan because you just felt like it, just to keep him on the back burner? Let's talk about, you hear her say, I've been putting in all this effort. Honey, the baby was just born. There's going to be a lot more effort that you're going to need to put in. She expected that giving birth to this baby, being pregnant, was going to automatically shift everyone's opinion about her, and people were just going to back off and stop trying to investigate and find out the truth. That's not going to happen as long as Gypsy continues to keep herself in the public eye. She wants all of the attention, but only when it's good attention. Only when she's being praised and admired. Not when people are actually calling her out for her behavior, which is toxic, harmful, destructive, and dangerous. When are y'all gonna finally draw the line and stop supporting this woman when she hurts someone else? Because her searches, the weeks leading up to the crime, if you haven't seen them, you should. Because those searches, that's who Gypsy is. Y'all keep giving her pass after pass after pass after pass, when she's continuing to show that she is not deserving of it. Stop allowing her to use mainstream media to manipulate you into believing that she's a good person. Start holding her accountable. For the last year, Gypsy has continued to hurt Ryan. And Gypsy wants everyone so badly to forgive her for what she did and move on, except she's not moving on. She continues to use her trauma, supposed trauma, as a way to deflect accountability every opportunity that she can. She continues to villainize her mother. She continues to villainize Nick. And she continues to catch more and more victims of her manipulation, her lies, and her harmful behavior. And unless Gypsy actually gets the help that she needs, that poor child is going to be another victim. If it was so 10 years ago that all this happened and you want us to forget, stop bringing up your mother. Stop talking about her. Stop making her look like the villain. Get over it, right? That's what you want everybody else to do, so you get over it. Because if we're constantly feeling sorry for Gypsy, we're not seeing who she actually is. And I said it before, and I will say it again. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. She's committed a crime before, a heinous crime. It's not like she had got a DUI or ran a red light or got caught shoplifting. She committed murder. She continues to lie and manipulate. That is who she is. Believe her. Stop making excuses like she's a child. She's not a child. She is a full-grown adult that needs to be held accountable for her actions. But these are all my thoughts and opinions. And she showed us last weekend who she was. That video, her threatening Ryan, yeah, that's who she is. Make sure to like, comment, share, and follow. And don't forget to turn on those notification bells.